But my main charitable drive is with the medical research charity, because as much as anything, there's 110 or so projects that need site visits. We have a website which is www.rosetreestrust.co.uk, and on that website you'll be able to see a list of all the projects. It will explain some of the case studies, some of the success stories, contact, donation forms, a couple of the projects in no particular order. There was one which we co-funded, I think in 2007, with another group called Action Medical Research, which was to do with maggot secretion. Sounds lovely. Apparently maggots, when they go to the toilet, they give off some sort of property. It was used in the Second World War when people had wounds. They would put the maggots on their wounds, and that would somehow stop the wounds. I can't remember which university has used this, but they have found there is a property in maggot secretion that can be used to create an antibiotic which will treat MRSA. MRSA, which is a kind of the bacteria that's found sometimes in hospitals. It's a little bit like C. diff, but it's quite it's out there at the moment. We have a decent reputation in medical research, so if someone does have a research project, it's possible that we'll get maybe 15-20 applications each month, and we'll look generally at, as I said, a peer review, what's been done before. Is the research centre good? It's all UK, but also a big, one of the things we need to consider is how many people will this affect. So there's no point looking at a very specific type of cancer where only 20 or 30 people are affected each year. We're kind of looking at. I'm doing a visit next week to do with older people who have incontinence and that have overactive bladders. The University College are looking at a project where they have found a certain bacteria in these people, and they believe that if they're treated, that might lead. Now, the prevalence of incontinence in people over the age of 60, I don't know the exact statistics, but it is very high. So if we can, find some sort of antibiotic for that, that will actually cure potentially millions of people. Some of the projects are completely cutting edge. There's another one we're doing with, I think it's at Imperial, might be University College, to do with when someone has a heart attack, their heart muscle cells die, and that's kind of a problem. You can survive a heart attack, but if 25% of your heart muscle cells are depleted, they don't regenerate. So the project that we're working with takes stem cells, mixes it with myocytic muscle cells, and the muscle cells the stem cells take the identity of the muscle cells, and they actually start beating, which is quite fascinating. They can then kind of grow those in a laboratory, and the idea is to create a kind of patch which will go back onto the person who suffered from the heart attack, and that will regenerate the heart muscle cells. This could be available, say, within 10 years.